guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster, Kyuujin cosplay, and today we are back against the guys with DOC, episode 2 of season 2.
Seth and Ryan are back.
They are back, baby.
I'm really happy they did not stretch this out. I needed them back, and I think everyone else needed them back too. Kirsten and Sandy were not doing good. They were fighting a lot. Their parenting styles were clashing, let's say.
Yeah.
And hopefully this solved the problems. But we will see. I mean, it's a drama show. We will have more drama as usual.
I'm expecting that the lie Teresa told Ryan will come back. Maybe not today.
It's true.
Someday.
Because she did say that she lost the baby, but she didn't. Mm-hmm. She said that because she knew that Ryan didn't like his life here, you know, with her. He wanted to go back to Newport, and so she let him go in that way. Like I said, I don't know if he's ever gonna learn the truth. If he does, it's gonna be hell for Teresa. As much as we understand her reasons, it's a tricky situation. But yeah, he's back, which is good. Seth wasn't gonna come back if Ryan wasn't coming back either. He fought a lot with his father and his mom over that, but now both boys are coming back. That's good. We saw Luke, and Marissa's a wreck, and Summer is trying to move on. So we will see how Seth handles the relation, if there's still a relationship there.
I'm also glad that for once, Julie is trying to maybe help her daughter the right way.
A bit late, but at least
she's trying to do something.
Yeah, it's different. It's better than we'll just ship her off because she's a problem. So basically we're starting season 2 a little worse than we did season 1, I feel.
Just a bit.
Sort of, because now we know what we lost, right?
Yeah.
Now we know there's a possibility for something better, and we lost that. So, and we start with already issues between Seth and Summer, and I don't know what it's gonna look like between Ryan and Marissa, but she seems sort of like she can't really be worse than when she tried to commit suicide in season 1, but at the same time she could, you know?
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's jump in episode 2 and see what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
All right.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Ah, they're matching!
Oh my god.
They are. Yes, Marissa's happy.
Yeah.
Boy, wish me luck. Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm back. I'm back at the Cohen's, back at Harbor. I'm back.
But how? I mean, what about Teresa?
It's kind of a long story.
Well, I want to hear it if you want to tell me.
Yeah, sure.
I was expecting
After
this.
school.
Yeah.
Stay.
But she still has her issues. That's
Yeah.
what we need to focus on.
So, are you just not even going to talk to me?
Nope. Sorry, Colin. You know, maybe I'll write you a letter and you can read it over and over, trying to figure out what the hell I was thinking last summer.
She got a point.
I am done waiting for you, Colin. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go meet my boyfriend.
You can't blame her, man. You'll have to work for this a little bit.
It's not gonna be easy. It's not totally impossible.
How much are they off?
She still loves you, though, so.
Ryan, it's not too early to start thinking about colleges.
Thanks, but I can't really afford college. I'm not about to let the Cohens pay for it.
Ryan, you have great test scores.
You can have a scholarship.
GPA, and if you work your ass off when you get out of here, you can do whatever you want. The question is, what do you want?
Maybe he doesn't know yet.
That is the biggest question every human being needs to answer.
What are you interested in?
Construction.
I don't know.
He did love architecture, right?
Seriously, I don't know.
Did he?
Well, he made a comment about a Kirsten job at the beginning, and they kind of bond over that.
It's true.
I haven't.
But I could see him having his own company for construction and stuff.
Kind of following the footsteps of his adoptive mother.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I should probably get back to school. Back to Ryan, you mean? So tell me, is he taking you to the kickoff carnival?
He said we'd talk after school.
About getting back together?
No, I don't know. Would that be so bad?
No, I mean, well, it's just him and Colin. They just can't think they can walk in and out of our lives whenever they want. You know?
This wasn't.
That's the yard, guys, and he's blocking my car in the driveway again.
Hey!
DJ, you're blocking my car.
Do not honk at DJ. He's hot.
It's not an excuse.
We could park
Yeah, but you,
I don't
you
want
still can
them-
be polite about it.
I don't want them to hype this up too much.
Uh,
But they are. I mean, he's very interested in her. And she's trying not to look at him. Kind of difficult. Hey boy, we're crossing lines.
did
Sure.
they cross the line already?
I have to go.
They
So
did.
go.
Oh, there are bigger
I think they
problems
did,
now. Oh yeah,
yeah.
they did.
Or it's just a shit ton of sexual tension that they've been fighting.
No, I think that they did something to circle Ryan came back.
I can't, I'm sorry.
It's just, it's okay. Don't worry.
Okay, they crossed the line before. But then Ryan was gone. We can't blame
I'll
her.
be here when you get back.
Yeah, but now he's back. Make a choice, lady.
That's the question. Who, is she capable of making a choice? And if she's not, is she gonna keep it a secret for long? Because that's gonna be
Oh,
worse.
that's gonna be way worse.
So what did they finally decide to charge you with?
Bribing certain city officials to obtain building permits.
That's a new one. Is there any truth in it?
I admit that I have done some things that I'm not too proud of, but I did not do what they are accusing me of.
Well, then they'll have no case.
They do have, however, are documents. Bank statements showing large sums of money being transferred from the Newport group to the city councilman's office.
Well, how is that possible?
I don't think he's lying, so then someone is setting him up.
The thing is, it's kind of difficult to know what he did and what he didn't do.
I'm here for the comic book club.
We have a member!
You are?
What day of the week do new comic books come out on?
Wednesday.
What's Wonder Woman's secret identity?
She doesn't have one.
True, which I think is a mistake, by the way.
I know, me too.
Huh. Who's your favorite superhero?
Depends who's writing him, but I'd have to say Superman.
It's
I
working!
mean, if you think about it, he's actually kind of messed up.
Hey!
I mean, he lost his
It's
parents.
our new loop.
He lost his whole
Yeah.
planet. He's like totally alone. And this is a guy who could take over the world if he wanted, but he doesn't. He just keeps helping people. Why would he do that, Unless he was trying to make a connection.
Oh, hot damn, welcome to the club. This is gonna be good. So today's topics, we have some topics. The Hulk, he gets bigger, all his clothes rip off, except his pants. Why is that?
That is a tricky question.
Yeah.
What type of material is it?
Modesty.
Yeah, definitely do that. Dude, I love that guy. Whoa.
Just don't become jealous, Ryan.
Summer's boyfriend.
Of course.
Oh
Of fucking course. It's a Seth
I know.
copy.
I
That's not
know.
even possible. How is that possible?
A second ago, you wanted to date.
That's because he's me. You see what she's doing, don't you? She's basically dating the wasp version of me. It's
The
so
water polo version of you.
Yeah,
But he's your only member and he's actually a nice guy.
Yeah.
Aww. It's gonna be a rock and a hard place situation again.
There it is. So have you talked to Teresa at all?
Since we lost the baby? No. We didn't really talk a whole lot while I was there either.
So you weren't really a couple? I mean, you never...
No, it wasn't really like that at all.
I mean, that's not why he left.
So,
That's
What
also
about
why
you?
he left again.
dating anybody?
No. I'm not dating anybody.
Okay, so if you're not dating anyone, maybe you would want to go to the kickoff carnival tomorrow?
Marissa, Jesus.
Should have been honest. You would have maybe understand.
boyfriend was afraid.
Marissa! That's gonna come back and bite you in the ass someday.
And like, she can't be comfortable kissing Ryan in front of him. I mean, that means it's serious with the other guy.
Job. It's a whole new...
Whoa.
You're fine.
Oh my God, Cal?
I spoke too soon.
What's the matter with him? Is he all right?
I took him to lunch to try to get him sober.
I am not drunk.
Yes, you are.
Somebody tell me what's going on.
Cal, I'm going to bed. The pleasure was all yours, Sanford. Enjoy.
Caleb is going to be indicted. I don't know when, but the DA's office has been investigating him for a while now.
For how long? Since before the wedding? Son of a bitch.
Yeah. to worry you.
Is he going to jail?
Well, they're accusing him of bribing city officials, and apparently they have proof.
Let me tell you something. If Caleb's going down, you better believe Kirsten's going with him. So you better come up with something. Or it won't be just my kids who lose everything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go take care of my husband.
He was helping already, by the way, bitch.
She's afraid?
I'm saying that only because she threatened him. I don't like that.
No, I know.
It's funny how
But
Cindy
she's
and
a-
Caleb hate each other actively, but they're always together.
You can't keep calling me, DJ. You shouldn't even be here right now.
End things with him, or end things with Ryan.
He was my boyfriend.
So you're back together now?
I'm sorry.
You didn't look sorry when you were kissing him.
That's not fair.
Don't talk to me about fair. What were you doing with me all summer?
I know, but he's my boyfriend.
And I'm the yard guy, right?
DJ, come on.
You don't think I hear the way you talk about me around your friends?
We agreed we wouldn't tell anyone.
Because I'm the yard guy.
Because you could get fired.
You know what? I quit. Fun explaining that to your mom.
I'm not like that. You know I'm not like that.
But you kind of were, though.
Don't cry.
And if he comes in and he sees them kiss,
Oh. She kind of made her bed and she needs to lie in it.
yeah, he has a right to be angry.
But we know that Marissa has a hard time making a choice, right? Oh no!
Ew, la la, it's done.
Yep, you left Chino and you came back to this.
You can't keep that lie.
Full on making out with some guy.
What is it?
It's the Cohen's new family room. Actually, it's what it should have looked like, but the contractor kind of didn't know what he was doing.
Can I see your schedule, please?
Architecture.
I'm so for
Because
it,
we're going
guys.
to need to get you into some advanced math and science classes.
She knows exactly where he's going.
Why?
You'll need them if you want to become an architect.
Thank you, principal.
Isn't that what
Well, no, she's not a principal,
No,
right?
no, she's a-
She's oh fuck, I forgot. Yeah, it's true. It's not the same woman from
No,
season
that's
one.
not my-
I
I
thought they had
principal,
replaced
but
her.
this is the one who's supposed to help him out.
At first, I thought they had replaced the principal.
Look it up. Olivia's having fun. To them, it's all funnel cakes and fried Snickers. But for us, kickoff carnival usually determines the course of our romantic lives for the entire year.
No pressure.
We did good last year. We did okay. Kids Marissa on the Ferris wheel. Summer threw up all my shoes.
She's waiting with an explanation.
And a hot dog Santa Claus. Good luck.
She owes you an explanation. You don't owe her anything right now.
I was gonna tell you.
No, you weren't. I asked you point blank and you lied.
I didn't lie.
Marissa,
What was I supposed to do? Wait for you? You weren't coming
He
back.
just asked you if you had a
you
boyfriend.
tell me the truth.
He wasn't judging. He asked you and you said no.
He works for my parents, so we had to keep it a secret from everyone. We're not seeing each other anymore.
After last night when you found out about me, right? I'm sorry for right now. We should just be friends.
Friends? Ryan, we're not friends. We were never just friends.
Well,
I guess that was the problem then. See ya.
that sounds harsh, but I think he did everything right here.
Immature, nice.
And he even proposed to be friends. She got mad.
No, I meant with
He's trying to make this crazy.
Dude.
Colin, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Looks like you're humping the hot dog stand.
No, actually, sober, I'm not even hoping anything. You know I love to.
No,
Stand on
Seth,
couch
now
hops.
is not the time.
You know hot dog stands.
She's not gonna get up,
Olive Gardens.
man.
No.
Summer Roberts.
Colin, do not.
I love you. What?
Zach, listen. I really hope this doesn't affect the league. It's just that Summer and I sort of have a history.
We have no future. We are leaving.
When is he gonna come to
Hear me
jail?
out for a second.
Colin, back off. I made it.
Fine, just hear me out for like 1 second.
Seth, she said back up. Please?
He's really nice. He's really, really nice. Yeah.
He's Superman.
What do you want from me, Colin?
I just want you.
But you left.
No, you don't. Chrismica in a freaking Wonder Woman costume, and you chose Anna. You had me 3 months ago, and you left.
I want to make that up to you.
It has nothing to do with me. It is about you, and it is always about you.
It's
what
true.
you need and what you want. You know, it seems that you only want me when you can't have me. You like the chase, and that's all. So you know what? You can have it. I'm going home.
I like her character right now. She's
I really
so,
like it too.
She grown so much since the first season.
And she made a very good point.
True.
But we'll talk about why that is.
Grandpa, you eating on the floor?
Yes, it has come to this.
Unfortunately, the family room is still stuck inside the kitchen.
How was school?
Oh, it was really good. I'm never going back. Oh, just what a father likes to hear.
Yeah. Ryan broke up with Marissa again.
Summer broke up with Seth again.
Zach will never talk to us again.
Who?
New guy.
Okay.
But on the plus side,
That's upgrade. No recap from this episode.
And this movie.
Caleb Nickel? Sir, you're under arrest.
Gentlemen.
What took you so long?
You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
At least they were expecting it, you know.
You understand these?
Don't say anything. I'll follow you to the station. I'm his lawyer.
We're actively gonna help this season. It might change the relationship for good. He does seem very genuine this episode, Caleb. Like this put him down to earth.
So we ended up on a really, really bad note.
Yeah, but there's
Okay,
potential.
Let's talk real fast about Caleb's situation and move on to the teen drama
bigger,
afterwards.
the bigger.
So, like we said, we don't really know what he truly did and what he did not. But from what we saw, maybe someone is trying to
Frame him. He did some bad stuff for sure. I do believe him. You know, he was drunk. So when he says that, you know, they found a huge sum of money and stuff, or they found, you know, traces of that sum of money at the, what they call it, not the council, the council?
I think it was a council.
Anyway, he seemed to genuinely not know where that came from. His whole character, it's kind of like Jimmy, you know, there are some things he needs to face the law for, and some things that he'll just need to deal with, you know, people that unjustly perhaps go after him because of the stuff that he did, you know. I am a bit glad that we're going this way, even if it's a big situation and the family's going to be involved and it's going to be affected too.
He needed to be accountable for what he technically done,
Like, for kind of like Jimmy, if he had gone on with doing his schemes and stuff, like, it would have been hard to like, but now having him facing his problems and stuff, that helped. With Caleb, he was always a despicable character, but now, you know, he's hanging out with Sandy and he seems to genuinely, you know, enjoy his time with the family, and he's sitting on the floor. Like, he's been pushed off of his pedestal, and I think that was needed, so we'll just have to see how the whole thing evolves, and I don't think he's going to end up in jail, but then again, that could happen.
It could.
The only, my fear here though is that since Sandy is going to be in charge of the whole thing, he can't lose, because if he loses, Kirsten is going to be taken down with him. But winning is going to take some time, and I'm afraid of the stress it's going to put on the family, because they're already stressed. And as we saw, stress did not, you know, do good for them. I'm glad they talked about what happened this summer, because this was too much. They were fighting actively, and I mean, you know, you got renovation, the kids were gone, Kirsten was just lashing out at Sandy. It's true that Sandy usually is the one that takes, you know, but kind of like Seth, he likes to make things about his problems, but he's a good listener, unlike his son, you know, so...
But there's also the fact that during all summer, he has Kirsten, who's not feeling well because Seth left. Renovation was taking way too much time than it was supposed to, and he got Caleb's situation that he cannot really say a thing about it because...
Well, before, now he...
Yeah, now he can, but before he didn't say a thing about it. And now you got Julie threatening him that if you don't win the case and save my husband from jail, your family's gonna be wrecked because of it.
Yeah, so like I said, like, his stress was justified. His stress was totally justified. And I love that they did not stretch that, you know, they talked about this. I'm just afraid that, considering it's going to get worse, I don't know how the stress is going to be in the future episodes, and I hope it doesn't make things harder for the family.
I just hope that my favorite adult couple is gonna prove be fine because we've seen them fight before, and usually they come up and they talk about it and they're fine afterwards.
Yeah.
So they are a strong
They do that
couple.
often, actually.
Yeah, they are a strong couple. They know how to communicate, and I really love it.
Speaking of adult couples, we'll talk really quickly about Hayley and Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that they're sending her away, because it makes Jimmy more active in the lives of everyone else if he's not in a relationship, you know? Hayley being there was great for Jimmy, and together we're fine. They were fine, but having Jimmy be alone facing his problems, because it's true, like, he got a huge sum of money from Caleb, and after that it's kind of like he escaped, but his problems were still there, you know? He still can't find a job, and that money is gonna go away eventually, especially if he keeps spending it for stuff like boats and trips. But he needs to come back down to earth too, you know. Realize that, you know, he still has a life to take care of, a family to take care of, his daughters. Marissa still has her problems, and he needs to keep his head in the game and focus. And with Hayley, at the moment, that was not happening. So Hayley leaving might push him to do things right. So we'll see that. I'm kind of excited to see where they'll take him, and at the same time I'm a bit afraid because, like I said, when he's with Hayley, there's no wondering, you know. But when he's not with Hayley, there's the whole situation of, you know, are we gonna go back to having stuff happen with Kirsten, or if not, are we gonna go back to having money problems eventually? Like, is he gonna have social problems? We don't know. I'm just a bit afraid. But with Hayley, I'm really happy for her though. She deserved to have something go right.
No. But since Hayley's gone, maybe he's gonna focus more on his daughter and try to help her out.
I moved on to Hayley
on his
though.
Sister.
Yeah, I would say I finished with Hayley saying I'm just glad that she found something that works.
I'm glad for her. For a second, I thought maybe that she was gonna go back to being a stripper. So I'm fine that wasn't the case.
I don't think she would have. Like, things were doing good. She went to be a stripper because things were not good.
Yeah.
So now she was clean. She had a boyfriend. She had a life. I don't think it was about that.
If you think about it, it is a really big decision when you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Your family is living in a place, and you receive an offer to go live in Japan to this big job. What do you do about it?
If you have kids, it's different. But then again, she doesn't have kids, and her relationship with Jimmy is still kind of new. And with everything they've been through, I love that she was mature enough to choose the job, because what they were having, you know, what they were living, her and Jimmy, that wasn't life. That was just escaping, and eventually reality was going to fall down on them both, and he would have had to find something, but he has to, and he's in this town, and his kids are there. She has nothing, and she could have gone off the rail once more. So at least now, like, she chose the job, which is fine, because if she had stayed and married Jimmy, it would have been in a rush, and I feel like she maybe would have regretted it down the line, you know? Yeah. So maybe she comes back later and there's something there, but for now, if she's gone for good, at least she has a job and things are doing well.
She needed this for her, so yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Now,
the drama.
I think the easier. Oh, and we'll talk about Seth and Summer first. They're not easier, but they're the biggest.
She did say a good point that Seth didn't want her when he could have her because he liked the chase. But we said multiple times that he wasn't mature enough regarding Anna and Summer because he was kind of dating the two of them at the same time.
With his relationship, I don't think he loves the chase when it comes to Summer. He's afraid to settle maybe with her and potentially, you know, it's self-esteem issues with the both of them. When she says, you know, that it's always about Seth, I was thinking, yeah, Seth takes a lot of space. He talks a lot. He brings everything around, you know, about him, and he makes things about himself when they should not be. But then again, he's been alone and he's been the outcast for so long. It makes sense that he would want things to be about him, you know?
It does. Kind of remind me when I was in high school, something.
It's kind of like a defense mechanism where no one is paying attention, so you're trying to throw a tantrum to get the attention. In this case, it's just talking big, you know, making grand gestures. It's about forcing people to come to him because he's afraid of being alone again. And with Summer, it's not so much that he enjoys the chase. He loves her. With Anna, you know, it was the thing that Anna was interested in him before, you know. Summer took so long to come around and care about him. I think he was just afraid of making the you know, the biggest mistake ever by rejecting Anna. Like, it was, I don't want to say that, but it was kind of a pity choice, you know. He went with Anna because it was easier. Whereas with Summer, he had to work hard to get there. He had to, you know, he had a lot of insecurities because she never liked that personality of his at first. And that's something that changed with time, but he was just insecure. But she, you know, if we look at it from her perspective, it's true. She offered herself to him and he chose someone else. And then later, he said he had nothing to keep him in Newport and he left. What does that send as a message to your girlfriend?
That she's not important enough for you.
Exactly. So, and that too, you know, he was throwing a tantrum because insecurities came back. Ryan, who changed everything, left. So I'm going to lose everything once more. I'll be the outcast once more. Doesn't matter. I'll leave. He acts out because of all his past trauma and his past issues, which I understand. But for her, it's unfair. Because she also has her issues.
Well,
she also been through some
unfair
shit.
to everybody, because when he left by just leaving a letter, he heard his mom, his dad, Summer.
Well, apparently he did call her, but you should have talked to her. That's why Marissa, you know, welcomed Ryan with a smile and Summer left. You know, because Marissa knew Ryan had to leave. There was a reason there, despite the fact that everyone is talking about it like he had a choice. I'm like, he didn't really have a choice. But although Teresa gave him an out from the beginning, he did the right thing. And Marissa understood that and she let him go. Which is why I'm mad now that she's getting mad at him. She's like, oh, you left? What have I done? I'm like, girl, you knew he left. You let him go. He did the right thing.
There's nothing wrong with you having a relationship because he's gone, because he is gone.
And he was fine with this.
You shouldn't have lied about it, but that's again, it's insecurities, and she doesn't know how to deal with those.
And she's dealing with alcohol. Alcoholics are angry people, you know. She's lashing out, I think, because she's afraid to be blamed, judged for what she did. But then he came to her and he asked, so what about you? Are you with someone? He wasn't accusing her. He wasn't mad or anything. He asked if she had moved on and she lied. That's the problem. And she got defensive.
Yeah, she was afraid that saying that, yes, I went with someone during summer, I'm still am, that she would have lose him all over again.
Yeah. And she didn't want, like, she didn't want to lose anyone. Like, she didn't want to hurt anyone. But in the end, she ended up hurting both. So I'm really happy with Ryan this episode, the way he handled things. It was harsh the way he said it, but he was right.
He matured so much. I'm so proud of him.
He's maturing. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, the way he said things about, you know, the situation is not good right now. We should just stay friends. And she's like lashing out again, like, we were never friends. And you're like, yeah, okay, because you want him to be your boyfriend, so you want to reject everything else. And he's like, bringing the thing we've talked about forever, you know, maybe that's the problem. If you can't, you know, I said it before, like, if you're a couple and you're technically friends as well. If you're lovers, you're supposed to be friends. If you can't be friends, you can't be lovers. You gotta have both, right? You can be friends without being lovers, but you can't be lovers without being friends. Because you gotta have, you know, you gotta have that connection.
Yeah.
Because other, you know, what are you gonna do? That we faced that problem in season 1. They couldn't be together as friends.
You cannot pass all of your time just kissing and doing the D. You need to have some time where you can talk with each other, talk about your problem, and just hang out and have fun.
Exactly.
But that's the connection that you can have as friends.
That's the thing that happened with Summer and Seth, you know. They were together, not for their personalities, but over time, as they spend time together, Summer started liking the stuff that Seth did, and they could talk about stuff. With Marissa, she never, and like she's saying, I'm not that type of girl, you know, she doesn't connect with people of a lower class or anything, but then she kind of does, you know? Like, she doesn't connect with that side.
She said that?
Yeah, with the gardener, what do they call him? The garden guy? Anyway.
The gardener?
Basically, she wanted to keep that a secret because of who he is, what he represents, and she kind of made, you know, she commented about this with Summer.
But didn't she say that she didn't want him to get fired because he was basically banging the daughter of his
Yeah, but
boss.
but again, what message is that sending? You're kind of like, I mean, to me, he was sort of an escape to her, but she doesn't connect with her boyfriend. Like, it's like she lashes out, she rebels. She rebelled with Ryan. He did make her feel good. Like, he made her feel calm, and he gave her a sense of normalcy in her life when everything was shit back in season 1. But again, being with not the outcast, but the bad boy was kind of a way for her to rebel against what was going on with her parents. And then here, going with the garden boy who's hot, but she doesn't know him, she doesn't connect with him. It's the same. It's kind of a way to escape because she's not dealing with her issues with Ryan and her mom. Alcohol and in this case dating and stuff. That's a way to escape. And now she's getting emotional and mad because of her issues and because she doesn't want to genuinely hurt people. That's not her. But then she doesn't connect with the people she's with. She still creates that barrier between her and the gardener, and she always created that barrier with Ryan. They have nothing in common, or they never bothered to see if they had anything in common.
She had the same problem with Luke, if you think about it.
Yeah, but Luke was part of the same circle. Yeah, so they were expected to love the same thing.
Yeah, but she still wasn't honest with him. He technically knew nothing about her.
It's true. Like, okay, that's true. Her relationships are shallow every time. With Ryan, we went a bit deeper than that, but never enough to say that they truly had a connection when it comes to knowing one another.
You know what? It is, I don't know if it's ironic or funny, but do you remember the first season when we first saw Summer? We thought of her that she was kind of a shallow character. She was. But compared to Marissa, it's true if Summer's relationship are more...
they're rooted in their issues, their personalities.
Yeah, and it's true that Marissa, she might not used to be as shallow as Summer used to be when we first saw her, but it's true that relationship, there's nothing in it.
Yeah, you're wondering, you're liking him, but why? What makes you attracted to him? There's a connection. Like, it's like they know there's a connection, but they can't explain it and they can't flesh it out because she won't look further than that, and she's not offering much. So again, I said it in season 1, for them to work, they'll have to work on their relationship as friends first. At least make it less shallow. And it's not going to be possible as long as she doesn't deal with everything else.
Nope.
We are in for a great season.
I want to go with Ryan future possibility.
I love it.
I love that they brought back the fact that he kind of was into architecture in the first season because he kind of bonded with Kirsten with it in the first place, and they just brushed it off afterwards. But now, since he was doing construction during the summer, they brought it back, and I'm really excited about this opportunity for him. I can see it.
Construction is not the same, but he's got that passion. And the school is giving him the tools. And literally there is an adult at the school who's actively pushing for this. So, and he's got great grades. So I see a potential scholarship. And even if he doesn't get a scholarship, for sure the Coens are going to pay. Like, they're not going to allow him not to.
Kirsten's going to be so happy if he chose this job opportunity, and maybe she can ask him to go and work for them if the company is still alive, because who knows with Caleb right now.
We'll see, but I could see that for him, and I would be happy.
Does it anger you though when people who are older than you belittle you when you know something that they didn't think about in the first place?
Yeah, because you're a kid, it automatically means that what you're saying doesn't have, a backing or something. Yes, it always angered me because our mom would say a lot of that, oh, you're just a kid, you don't know. There were people, I'm not going to compare anyone to geniuses, but like if you think about the great geniuses of our history and stuff, they did amazing things when they were 4, 5, 6. Your age means you don't have the experience, but it can't mean that your ideas and your genius comes from nowhere. If you have moments like this where you saw something that the adult didn't see, that doesn't mean that it's not, you know, it's worth nothing because you're a kid. It just means that you saw outside the box, or you thought of something they didn't.
Yeah.
You know, maybe, and it can be justified maybe by the fact that he's just a teenager. His head wasn't in that project like for weeks and weeks, and he wasn't stressed about it, and he wasn't, you know, fighting actively with Sandy over this either. You know, he had the time and the calm, the passion to look it up, and he saw the flaw. That's it. That doesn't mean he's, you know.
It is true that construction guy was kind of stressed and angry with Sandy, so he lashed out at Ryan.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still bullshit. I never liked when someone would, you know, deny what I would say, not belittle necessarily, but not acknowledge what I was saying just because I'm you know, I was younger or something. But I never had a moment like this, but I would be mad.
Yeah.
And he took it great, you know, and he kept, you know, writing down the stuff, and now he has a career path.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna end this here. It was a good episode. We're gonna have a great season.
It didn't on a bad note, but it was so great.
But it's a drama show. That's what we expect
it.
from this. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one should be out on YouTube soon. So check our schedule and stay tuned, guys.
Yes. Bye.